The story of Esther and King Ahasuerus takes place in Susa, the capital of the Persian Empire. At that time, the Persian Empire, known for his wealth, power, and campaigns in Greece. Long ago, in the city of Susa in Persia, there lived an orphaned young woman named Esther. She was beautiful, gentle, and wise. She lived with her cousin Mordecai, who cared for her like a father. Mordecai held a minor position in the royal court when he accidentally overheard two eunuchs plotting to assassinate the king. At that time, King Ahasuerus had deposed the queen for refusing his orders. He searched the kingdom for young, beautiful women for the new queen. Esther's beauty and gentle nature won the king's heart, and she became the new queen of Persia. Mordecai quickly told Queen Esther about the eunuch's plot to assassinate the king. The king was thus spared from harm, and Mordecai's deed was recorded in the royal chronicles. Haman, favored and promoted by the king, became the most powerful minister in Persia, arrogant before the people, and second only to the king, demanding all to bow before him. Mordecai told Esther that his refusal to bow to Haman had angered him, and Haman would use the king's power to persecute their people. Haman, an Agagite and longtime enemy of the Jews, saw that Mordecai and the Jews refused to bow to him, so he planned to destroy all the Jews in Persia. Haman told the king the Jews disobeyed his laws and should be destroyed, offering 10 talents of silver if they were destroyed. The king carelessly agreed and gave him his ring with full authority. Mordecai was deeply troubled by Haman's plan to destroy the Jews and prepared to seek help from Esther. Mordecai sent someone to deliver a copy of the decree to Esther, urging her to go to the king to plead for her people. He reminded her, "Who knows if you became queen for such a time as this?" Mordecai clothed himself in sackcloth and ashes and went about the city crying with a loud and bitter cry. Esther understood she was her people's only hope, yet she feared to approach the king without being summoned, a crime punishable by death under Persian law. King Ahasuerus sat proudly on his golden throne, oblivious to the coming storm. Esther ordered all the Jews to observe a fast with prayer for 3 days. Esther knelt in prayer, pleading with God for strength and courage, for only by trusting in him could the impossible become possible. "If I perish, I perish," she whispered in her heart, her eyes blazing with resolve. If there was even a chance to save her people, she would take it, for she knew God would shield them. Alone, she stood before King Ahasuerus' door, her heart trembling within her. King Ahasuerus smiled and extended his golden scepter, a gesture both regal and merciful, granting Esther pardon for her unsummoned approach. The king granted her the right to speak and asked her request. Esther simply invited him and Haman to a banquet she had prepared. Seated gracefully between the king and Haman, Esther studied them with hidden intensity, each glance a thread in the tapestry of her people's deliverance. With a raised cup and a smile, the king once more asked Esther her petition. She simply smiled in return, requesting their presence at yet another banquet. Haman couldn't wait to destroy Mordecai. He had a huge gallows built, ready to beg the king for permission to hang him. At the second banquet, Esther finally revealed the truth. Haman had plotted to annihilate her people. The king erupted in rage. Haman's smile froze. Panic seized him as he realized his plan had backfired. Enraged, the king stormed out. Haman, desperate and trembling, threw himself at Esther's feet to beg for mercy. The king ordered Haman executed and hanged on the very gallows he had built for Mordecai. The king gave Mordecai his signet ring, the ultimate symbol of royal authority. With the king's authority, Mordecai issued a new decree. On the 13th of Adar, the Jews could arm themselves and destroy any who attacked them. On that fateful day, the Jews triumphed. 500 slain in Susa, enemies vanquished province by province, even Haman's 10 sons fell. To commemorate this miraculous deliverance and reversal of fate, Mordecai and Esther decreed the 14th and 15th of Adar as the festival of Purim. Purim is a joyous festival. Jews exchange gifts, give to the poor, read the Book of Esther, and celebrate God's hidden deliverance. Esther's courage and wisdom, Mordecai's loyalty and integrity, their story forever inspires people to pursue justice and hope, trusting God to turn peril into deliverance.